how are you? Hope you're fine. This is the Shy Yeti Show.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Good luck, studio.
Oh, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Oh, there's going to be some drama ahead.
All I wanted was a pie, and then I hatched out of an egg.
Okay, bring the mic over. He's ready to record.
I see your mental condition is improving.
Is it metaphorical? Is it deep? Is it deep?
Boy, he's not all that shy is right. Gee.
Blimey, Governor, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Hello, Paul.
660. Bonjour et bienvenue au podcast The Shy Life.
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Shy Life Podcast with me, Paul the Shy Yeti. How are you doing? I'm alright. So, what's this episode going to be about? Well, I don't quite know how to describe this episode. It's a bit of a diary episode, a bit of a, it involves meeting up with somebody who has been involved with the podcast, and yet, until now, you won't have heard his voice, but you might have seen some photographs he took. Look, I should probably run the theme music, and when we come back, I'll explain. Run that theme music.
Darling, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Yes, but it's a positive thing, Paul. The High Life, the Shy Life.
You won't find a cast of characters like this everywhere.
I'll go anywhere for a potato.
Delicious.
Hello, campers. How are you?
You quite like a big bang, don't you, Paul?
Go Shy Yeti.
Oh, I hope he hasn't found out my secret. I think he has.
I love the Yeti'S. It's my favorite thing.
If you thought that was bad, just listen to this.
Yeah, I'm strangely drawn to Yeti Uncle John's ankles as well.
I could eat my body weight in crisps every day.
Has anyone seen my hot sausage?
It's all gooey and easy. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for it to begin.
It's the Shy Life Podcast.
I like that. Yeah.
Look, mommy, I'm famous.
Marvellous. Marvellous, Paul.
Hi there.
Cromitty. Yes? What's going on? What do you mean, what's going on? What's going on? This episode is all very mysterious. Why is it so mysterious? Well, because Paul's meeting somebody. A mysterious somebody. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeti Uncle John, you're so nosy. Such a gossip. No. No, I'm just curious. He says it's somebody involved with the podcast and yet not a voice. Yes, well, it's all quite simple. Why don't you just listen? Oh, I'm trying to listen, but I want to know before the listeners know. I feel like I should know. It's fine. It's fine. Well, I think we should go with him. What? We should go with Paul. I don't think he's asked us to go along. He's having, a sort of meeting. He's a friend of his, so yes, they're involved with the podcast, but I don't think that we should trail along after him. No, I think you're wrong. I think what if there are lots of Shy Life Podcast fans trailing Paul, wanting autographs, screaming and stuff. Well, do you think that's likely? Well, usually I'd say no, but on this occasion, I think it's in my benefit to say yes, it could well happen. Right. Okay. Oh, for goodness sake, I suppose I'll have to come with you too. Well, come with me too? Yes. And I can't have you trailing after Paul. You'll get into some mess. You'll, I don't know, fall in front of a bus or something. Oh, that's not very nice. Well, I should come with you and make sure you don't get in the way. Oh, I won't get in the way. I think it would be better. If you're going to go, I'm going to come too. Oh, well, I must admit it would be quite nice to have some company. It's a bit of an adventure. Oh, yes, well, let me get my stuff together. So we're not going to tell Paul that we're following him, I take it? No, I've got my taxi. I can trail him. But he's going by train. Well, we need to listen in then. We need to listen in and see where he's going. And then we will. Oh, yeah, apparently so. Yeah, it's very exciting. So, listeners, I said that the guest we have this episode is not really a voice, not a voice that's been involved with the show before, but he has been involved in the show because his photographs have been used as show art. If you listen on SoundCloud, you will have seen his photos. You might have seen his photos if you follow me on Facebook or on Twitter, and also on my blog. His photos have appeared in the last 2 or 3 months, I suppose. His name's Patrick. He's from Poland. He's living in Estonia, and we got chatting, as you do, and he was taking lots of photographs, and he started sharing them with me, and I cheekily remarked, well, they're good photos. They look really good on my podcast, and Patrick very kindly allowed me to use some of his photos. So far, they've mainly been ones involving birds, or there's definitely been a sparrow. There's been 1 or 2 cats, or maybe even 2 or 3 cats. There was a very nice picture, a house with yellow blinds, or were they green? I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, the colours were very nice. There was a yellow mug on like the window ledge, and a cat, and maybe a plant. It was very idyllic. It was very nice. You'll see it online. Anyway, Patrick said it would be nice to come over to London to visit me. So I suggested that maybe if he liked taking photos so much, maybe he could take some decent ones for me, of me, for like perhaps the 2024 logo or something. Oh, I don't know. I don't really like photos of me these days. We'll see. I mean, it's more of an excuse to meet up. I would like to take him to some of my favourite places so he can take photos, which don't have to be of me. But anyway, we're going to be heading to Luton Airport. You and me, listeners, because we're meeting him there. He's coming in on a quite late flight, so we shall see. I'm currently in Salisbury, having visited my parents and Nick, and having seen Paul from school. And then tomorrow I'll be travelling via London to Luton, checking into the hotel where we're staying on the Friday night, then going to meet him as he arrives. And then we travel from Luton on the Saturday to Kingston on Thames, which isn't too far from my flat. I just don't have room to put him up at my flat, so it just seemed easier to get a cheap hotel in Kingston. Too expensive to stay in the centre of London, really. So better to stay on the outskirts, and, well, we'll see. I'd like to show him Richmond Park. I've still got to consider that my energy levels are a bit wibbly. So, yeah, we'll check into Kingston on the Saturday afternoon, maybe go to the cinema in the evening. The Sunday, we might go to some bookshops in the centre of town, or go to Richmond Park, or go to one of the parks in central London. We're not 100% sure, but really, we've just got to sort of do as many nice things whilst he's in London, really. He doesn't need to do the tourist things too much because he's been here before, apparently. So, yeah, we'll see. And maybe we'll even get to chat to him. Although we chat a lot online, like in text. I wasn't sure if he was going to be keen to be on the show, but he said it would be okay. So hopefully at least we'll say hello to him once or twice. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. As I say, this episode's we don't quite know what we have in store. You'll certainly have me sitting at Luton Airport for ages, possibly. But anyway, there'll certainly be bits of me at Luton Airport waiting for him to arrive. It's supposed to be rainy tomorrow, so I hope his flight isn't delayed. But more for him than for me, because I'll be on the ground. But anyway, right. So I don't know what else will be in this episode. There may be clips or chats or extra material. It really depends how much at the end of the weekend I've recorded. So let's just see. Let's just see what happens. Let's have a little bit of music. When we come back, we'll be on our way to Luton. Yes. Luton isn't terribly glamorous, I'm afraid. So we're not really going to visit Luton, just the airport. Anyway, okay, let's have a bit of music. More in a moment, listeners, more in a moment. Listeners, well, starting my journey at Salisbury Station. It's a rainy July day. Yes, July day. I mean, we used to rain in August, but July as well, although I don't know why I'm complaining, because it's been too hot. So at least I'm not sweating. My train comes in about 15 minutes. So time to grab a sandwich and a coffee. I'm going straight into London Waterloo. Then I'll do the next step of my journey. But yeah, so all is going well so far. Although Patrick's been on some sort of work outward bound type thing. Last time I spoke to him, he was on an island in Estonia somewhere. Looked very lovely, looked very nice. I don't know why he wants to come to Hoverlord London. But, maybe I should have gone to him. Not sure my suitcase with uncobbled island pathways. But they were, it looked nice. Anyway, I need to go and get my coffee and sandwich, so I'll speak to you maybe en route before I get to Waterloo. We'll see how busy the train is. Alright. Tally ho! So listeners, I'm on the train with my coffee. I've eaten my sandwiches just because it's just less clutter to have. And the train's not too busy at the moment. There are one or two noisier passengers, but it's all fine. I'm running way ahead of time. It's fine. That's the whole point, really. I can check into the hotel way before Patrick arrives, anyway. So, right, yes. So. Not much more to report. I should just look out the window. It's by the wet fields. Okay, I'll report again soon. In just a second, probably. Here it comes. Hi listeners, I'm at another station. It's going to be a common thread in this episode, at least this part of the episode. I'm in London Waterloo. I've done my first train change. Next I've got to do the tube. We'll see how busy that is. As I recording them. I'm going to go on the Jubilee line, Waterloo to London Bridge, and then I get the train to the airport. To the nearest station to the airport. But I don't go to the airport straight away. I go to the hotel where we're going to be staying. But I'm going to have quite a long time there because we just heard that Patrick's flight being delayed. He doesn't even fly till about midnight. I'm blank as to the exact time. But it's a 3-hour flight, but we're 2 hours behind him, so it's only an hour flight, so I think I have to, yes, I think he gets in, anyway, I've got to be at the airport about 1 o'clock or something, I don't know, because she's still got plenty of customers, so I'm going to need to have a nap, I think. Luckily I've got my laptop with me, so I can do editing at the hotel if I want to. So I've really got plenty of time, but it makes sense to go to London Bridge and get out of London before people start finishing work. It's 2 o'clock. I think I can check into the hotel 3 or 4 o'clock. Again, there's sort of differences of opinion in paperwork when I can check in. But anyway, I don't think I'll get there till 4. Anyway, so I'm going to head to the underground. I will speak to you when I get to London Bridge. I don't have a ticket or a particular train in mind. I might even buy some food for the evening. We'll see. Let's just get to London Bridge. Alright. Wish me well. I'll speak to you imminently. Hello again. I'm sort of, I'm in the Jubilee line, on the Jubilee line, on the train. Excited to get the lift, but the lift's quite popular, so I found a seat. So I'm waiting till it clears a bit. So I'm on my way, but it's quite warm down here, much warmer than up on the platforms. But I'm in no hurry, so I'll let a few more people go, and if more keep coming, then I shall get in the line. But I've had a look at the trains actually. They go like very, very regularly. So more push chairs coming. Don't know I even needed to get the lift really. I could have got on the escalator. It's just with my suitcase. I've got a suitcase just because it's difficult to get all the stuff I need into my sort of rucksack that I use when I go to my parents, because I need more clothes, because I'm, usually I have clothes stored at my parents, but what with it being either sunny or rainy, I thought definitely need to bring more clothes with you. You don't need to know this. I'm just trying to kill time until I can get on the lift. We shall see. I'll report back. Oi, property. I don't think he's noticed us. No, I don't think he has noticed us, no. I feel bad about this, Yeti, Uncle John, following him like this. Oh, dear, I don't know what you've got me involved in. It's nothing. We're just, keeping our nose to the grindstone or something. I don't think that's an appropriate phrase. There's no grindstone, and you haven't got your nose on anything. Well, I mean, not as yet. Oh dear, come on, let's join this queue. Don't let him see you. Oh no, I know.
For your safe passage to Waterloo Station, if you are travelling with heavy luggage, please use the available lift to the Jubilee platform for intercom level.
Here comes the tube.
Change here for the Bakerloo, Northern and Waterloo City lines and National Rail services. This train terminates at Stratford.
Hello, I'm at London Bridge Station. My ticket, I've gone through various barriers. I'm put myself on a train that's not for like 25 minutes just so I can take stock and decide whether I'm going to get another sandwich, because I don't know once I get to the hotel what options there'll be. And I don't want to go to the airport particularly early because the plane that Patrick's flying on, that's the earliest it's going to arrive, really. I mean, it could get even more delayed, so I hope they don't delay him overnight. That would be so annoying for both of us, really, because in which case we wouldn't have needed to have got a hotel tonight. But I suppose I can enjoy the hotel. It would be nice to enjoy it with Patrick there, but, although we're probably going to be both so tired we'll just be going straight to bed. But anyway, it's all an adventure. There are various different places I could get food from, but some of them are quite sort of long queues, and there's a Greggs, and it's not a very deep, you just go to the till and ask. It's not going to be too involving, so I think I'll do the Greggs. I'm not as excited about Greggs as some people are, but it's fine, it'll do. Right, so gonna get my train. I think it takes 45 minutes. Anyway, as I say, plenty of time. I'm well ahead of schedule. Right, more in a bit.
Any passengers traveling to Gatwick Airport, your service must sign on platform 4. This train will be shortly departing. Please mind the closing doors.
Sandwiches. My train comes in 3 minutes. It's going well at the moment. I called the hotel that I'm coming, checking when I arrive. There's breakfast. I thought there was. Yeah, there's free breakfast for the room, so that's good. Yeah, right. More in a minute, let's go. Hi listeners, on the train to the airport now, just leaving St Albans City. There's one other stop, Harpenden, and then there's Luton Airport Parkway, which is before actual Luton. That's where I'm getting off, at the Parkway. And then I've probably got to get a taxi apparently, but we'll see. Yes, so that's about it. Let's see what happens next. Hello. I am in the hotel room. 422 it is, on the first floor. By the time you find me, I'll be gone. Well, the train got to the station okay. I had to go in the opposite direction because most people, I guess, or a lot of people, I guess, are getting the Dart to the airport, which would have been nice to have done if I wanted to go there now, but I don't. So I had to go the opposite way and down this sort of maze of escalators. And then I had a little sit. And I thought, okay. And then it was raining outside, so I saw a taxi. But apparently I went to the wrong taxi, so I had to go to the other taxi. Then I got the name of the hotel wrong. I said Travel Inn. And the guy said Premier Inn. I said, no, definitely not Premier Inn. So there's no Travel Inn. Oh, Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn. Right. I'll take you to the Holiday Inn. I get to the Holiday Inn. I give the man his money. He's very nice. And I get to the reception. Says the lady, you're at the wrong hotel. This is the Holiday Inn, not the Holiday Inn Express, which is where you're booked to be staying in. But don't worry, the Holiday Inn Express is just at the top of the hill. And sure enough, yeah, I can see it. It doesn't look far. Would you want us to get you another taxi? I thought, I don't want to spend more money on taxis. I'll probably spend more on taxis later anyway. It'll be fine, I say. I'll just walk. So the road is really busy, cars everywhere. But there is a pavement, but it is uphill, and my roller suitcase has a life of its own, basically. I've got my walking stick with me. I've got my bag of sandwiches for my tea from Greg's. I've got those. But the thing is, it's raining. And the thing is, Greg's are really good because they're trying to be environmentally friendly. I asked for a bag. They gave me a bag, but it's a paper bag. Now, that's great. It's better than using plastic. Except, in the rain, a paper bag is about as useful as a chocolate teapot, because very slowly it starts to dissolve. So I'm having to cling to my sandwiches, and I bought some donuts. When I got to Greg's, it was a matter of what can I get? What can I grab? Okay, there's some donuts. I'll grab some donuts, a couple of sandwiches, and some crisps. I'm not big on crisps, but that means there'll be at least one packet here. If Patrick arrives and he's like, oh, starving, at least I've got a packet of crisps for him and maybe some donuts, although I'm not so sure about the donuts. I don't know that they're going to last that long. So I'm clinging to my food so it doesn't dissolve. I'm trying to pull a rolly suitcase up a very bumpy, sort of not particularly well kept pavement up a hill, and then try to cross. And I'm lucky, I see a sign, and because you cross the road and you can see the hotel there, but do you go down the hill or do you go up the hill? And I noticed it said up the hill, up another hill to the entrance. So I went up the hill and got to the entrance, and I just went straight to a seat and sat down because I could see people were being served. And to be honest, I don't think I could have spoken at that point because I was a bit out of breath and a bit wet and a bit. So I sit down. Then I go and I pay for my room. I check that I can get a taxi. Oh yeah, since I arrived, I think Patrick's plane has been pushed back another hour. I have no idea at the moment what time he's going to be arriving, but it'll be some time. So I will wait to see what's going on before I even decide what time I'm going to go to the airport. I'll probably have to have a sleep before then. Yes, I pay for everything. I check that I can get a taxi. I check that, we got breakfast here in the morning, yes. And I get to the room, and the room's fine. It's nice. There's actually a little sofa, so I'm sitting on the sofa. I can take my time now. At least I'm here, even if Patrick isn't. And even if Patrick doesn't arrive until tomorrow, at least I've got somewhere to sleep. I feel bad for Patrick that his flight keeps getting pushed back. Poor guy, he's only coming for a weekend. And dear, I don't know if it's the rain that's causing the problem. He hasn't been told why the plane's being delayed. But anyway, as soon as I sat down, I ate 2 donuts in quick succession and a sandwich. So who knows? Maybe I will end up down in the cafe later, or the dining room, or whatever it is later. I don't know. I feel a bit wet. I don't feel like I can be sociable. I have got changes of clothes, but I haven't. If it continues to rain and I continue to get caught in it, I haven't got enough pairs of trousers to last me 4 days. I have to, yeah. Oh, the summer, the British summer. Yes, I've got plenty of t-shirts and shirts though, so just have to put up with the trousers. I'm determined not to change into the other pair of trousers until I get to our next hotel. But I don't know. What a palaver. Right, well, I'll report back when I know a bit more. And yeah, so it's all good, as they say. It's all good. Kind of.
You're hamming it up, you're hamming it up with Big Fatty. Oh, he's fat as sin, and oh, you still talk to him, and I don't know why, but you're hamming it up with Big Fatty.
Oh, you're hamming it up with Big Fatty. Oh, his whole life's a sham, and oh, all he wants is ham,
and I don't know why.
Oh, you big fat thing, you.
Yes? Hi.
Big Fatty, it's
Yeah,
me.
hi.
Yeti Uncle John.
Hi, Eddie.
Oh, here with Cromitty, we've got some news.
Oh, what's the news?
Well, it's gossip.
Gossip?
Yeti Uncle John, it's gossip. We don't know it's true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's about.
Well?
It's about Mr. Yeti.
Who?
Yeah. Apparently. He's got a gentleman caller coming to visit.
Oh, I had one.
I still don't know that we know this is true.
Oh, probably.
He's coming on a plane.
A plane?
He's coming on the plane? No.
Leaving?
He's
leaving on a jet
plane? He's a 30-year-old gentleman caller.
30? Rocking the cradle.
He marked it on the calendar.
Oh, marked it on the calendar.
Marking calendar?
Marking calendar.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Oh, yes.
Things like this don't often happen.
No.
Well, I know, but I heard there was a 26-year-old gentleman caller, only he wasn't calling.
Oh.
Well, he was calling on the phone, but he wasn't calling in person.
Oh.
At least not yet.
Well, not yet.
Well, I don't know about that. Maybe there's more than one.
Well, good luck.
Maybe, I suppose.
Oh, you love a stable.
Big Fatty has more than one gentleman caller at a time.
Yes. Yes.
Well, anyway, we don't need to go there.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Well, it's just,
Yes.
He's a bit boring, that.
Yes.
That show, isn't he?
Yes.
That's not a very nice thing to say. What do you think, Big Fatty?
Oh, I think it's
very nice.
It's
happening.
No.
It's happening.
Oh, well, I think it's lovely.
All this gossip.
Does he have a special chair?
Well, where is he anyway?
Oh, I don't know.
What who?
Are you talking to me?
Where's Paul?
Who?
I think he's on the YouTube.
Who? YouTube?
On his Mr. Shy Yeti account.
Oh.
In case anyone wants to watch.
I don't know what that is.
What's he doing on the YouTube?
Oh, I bet he's touching.
He's put a load of podcasts on
touching himself inappropriately.
That's what all the kids are doing. I don't understand it.
All the kids are doing, yes.
On a visual site.
Yes.
But apparently, that's what the kids want.
I don't.
Well, he's meeting a demand.
Oh, no, there's no demand.
Yes, you could say so.
Plenty of supply.
Well, maybe that's what he's doing with the gentleman caller.
Absolutely no demand.
Oh, dear.
Dear, oh, dear.
Fatty,
yes?
Uncle John's dreadful.
Oh. Yes.
He's been doing, launching his podcast.
Oh, like that.
And doing a little video, and doing behind-the-scenes video.
I hope he's better than that.
He's showing his face on the YouTube.
Oh, I hope it's better than that.
He used to do that all the time.
That movie on
not the last 10 years.
On the mix.
Maybe that's how he gets his gentleman callers.
Oh, no.
From his YouTube video.
No, probably not. I doubt it.
So.
No.
Who knows, eh? Who knows?
There's no accounting for taste.
Yeah, Yeti, Uncle John.
Yes.
Just because you don't have any gentleman callers.
Oh, Yeti.
You don't know that.
You don't know him.
All right, but you don't want to tell us.
No.
No, it's private.
He doesn't kiss and tell.
No, you're quite happy when it's gossip about somebody else.
Oh, yes. Dear.
Sorry, Big Fatty. You caught us in the middle of an argument.
Oh, I love an argument.
Say hi to Poodle for me.
Hi.
Yes, I'm sure Paul will say hi soon, too. If he can get away from the YouTube.
Oh, no, he's...
Or the gentleman callers. The gentleman callers. If that's even happening.
Don't take the call.
We'll wait and see, won't we? Maybe they'll show up on his podcast.
Oh, well.
Maybe.
No.
All right.
I don't.
Goodbye for now.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye now. Bye.
Bye. Y'all, that, of course, is Yeti, Uncle John, and Cromedy. And, well, anyway, I guess the Shy Yeti is enjoying a little bobo honking or some humpity bumpity or a big fatty or maybe like a, I don't know, maybe they're sharing some spotted dick. Big fatty, that is, oh dear Gussie. Anyway, well, congratulations, Shy Yeti.
Comedy? I'm not speaking to Yeti, Uncle John. Oh, come on, don't be a grump. No, I'm not speaking to you. I don't know why I ever agreed to this. Oh, because we thought it would be a bit of an adventure. Because you wanted some gossip and you were trying to find out what Paul was doing and what was going on. Yes, I know, but I can't believe you sent that message to Big Fatty. You know what Big Fatty's like. He loves a nice, a thing. A bit of gossip. Yes, I know, but what you sent to him, it has no basis in truth. Oh, how do you know that? I don't know that, but I can't believe you've actually sent it, and that's what you've told Big Fatty is happening, like we know. Oh, I'm sorry, Cromedy. Please speak to me. Well, I am speaking to you, aren't I? But I'm also not speaking to you. Oh, well, why are you not speaking to me other than what I told Big Fatty? Well, I'm not speaking to you because I'm all wet. Oh, no, but it's not entirely my fault. Well, I guess the fact it's raining is not your fault. Oh, we were doing so well. Admittedly, we were doing well, even though we shouldn't be doing what we've been doing. Let's not dwell on that. But we got to Waterloo. We followed him on the underground. We got on the train to London Bridge. We got to Luton Parkway Doodah Airport thingy, and we got to we got to the hotel eventually. Yes, we did get to the hotel eventually. I told you we should have got a taxi. Oh no. Well, I just thought, I hadn't got any change, and I don't think you did. I didn't have any change because you kept asking me to buy you treats every time we got to, like, Salisbury Station or to Waterloo Station. You wanted a coffee and a cake, and it's a wonder we ever kept up with Paul. Oh, sorry, Cromedy. Yes, but I'm soaked. Yeah, I know you're soaked. I didn't realise it was going to be such a walk from the station. He said it was only a mile and a half. A mile and a half in the rain on a very busy road, which wasn't really made for pedestrians. Yes. Well, had I known, I don't know why I let you talk me into it. And you haven't even mentioned the puddle yet. Oh, the puddle. Yes. Well, that was unfortunate. To be fair, I did put my coat over the puddle so you could step over it. Yes, but I couldn't step that much, and I didn't know that there was a pothole underneath the coat. Yes. There was a lot of water in that pothole. I must admit, my heart plunged when I saw you drop into the hole. My coat got wet too. Your coat got wet. Well, I got wet from top to toe. I mean, really, we should sue somebody. Yes, we should sue someone. We should find out who left those roadworks unattended. Yes, we should. Which I guess is not your fault. No, it's not really my fault. I was trying to be gentlemanly, Cromitty. Yes, well, now what are we going to do? I don't know. We're in a hotel room. We've got television and a big bed. Yes. Well, there is the option of getting some sort of room service, watching a film, and cuddling, just as friends. Yeah, I'm not against that. Or I have brought some disguises. You brought some disguises? Yes. So we could put on the disguises and go down to the hotel bar restaurant thing and have a meal. I mean, I don't think Paul will be down there. Do you? Well, no, I think I saw him pop into Greg's, so he has food with him. He's not the sort of person who likes going for a meal by himself. And I did text him to say, how is it going? Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? That's the thing. Yes, indeed it is. Oh dear. And what did he say? He said his friend was delayed, the flight was delayed, and that he wouldn't be here to very late. So, I mean, I think we should just reveal ourselves. Reveal ourselves? Yes, we should just go and say, look, here we are. We were trying to play some sort of stupid game, and here we are. He'll probably be glad of the company. No, Cromitty, no. We can't do that. We can't let him know we've been following him. We haven't got our scoop yet. What scoop? There is no scoop. He's meeting a friend. A friend who helps him with his photographs. Oh, it's just, I just want to, it's just, there's more to it. I'm sure there's more to it. I don't think so. I don't know. Oh, well, I guess we might as well keep going as we are here now. We spent the money on the train fares, on the hotel. I promise I will give you my share of all this. Well, at least it's got us out of the house. I feel ridiculous. It feels like that time that Paul told me about what he and his friend used to do to Harry when they were at school. What? I don't know if I've heard that story. Oh, yes, Paul said that he and his friend Robin, they would sometimes follow Harry around town. This was when they were in the sixth form, like at lunch breaks. Harry would go out and they would follow him. I think it only happened once, but they followed him. And they saw exactly where he went, and then they rushed back to the school and got back before he did. And then Paul pretended to be psychic. And he said, I think I can tell you where you have been, just by looking at you. And Harry said, how? How? Well, tell me. And Paul said, I think you went to Woolworths. Then you went to W.H. Smith's and you looked at the magazines. And then you went to the sweet shop and then to McDonald's. And Harry was like, oh, how did you know? You must really be psychic. Yes. Oh, well, do you think he might have been playing? Well, I don't know. Harry could well have been in on it without them realizing he was in on it. Oh, dear. Harry's sense of humour is almost as weird as Paul's. Yes, well, I still don't know why you told that story. Well, other than being an amusing story, I feel like we are Robin and Paul chasing Harry around Salisbury when they were 16. Oh, well, I mean, we're doing it for investigative. You know what I'm talking about. Investigative. I can't say it either. Investigative reasons, journalistic reasons. There is no story. We are just wasting our money because we're bored and following Paul because he has dared to do something different with his weekend than he usually does. Well, it's true. It's groundbreaking. He's not gone anywhere other than Salisbury and Surbiton, like in months. Other than that time he went to see Mr. Mongoose. Yes, I'm well aware of it. But anyway, well, we're doing it now, aren't we? We are. We're doing it. It's happening. We're here. We'll keep on being investigative. Yes. Anyway. Well, I hope his friend arrives. I hope his friend arrives too. Oh dear. I suppose I should go and have a shower, and then we can work out what we're going to do with our evening. Yes, it's a good idea. It's a good idea, Cromitty. Oh yes, I hope this shower's good. Oh, I think it was quite nice. Yeah. I had a look. No sign of spiders. Well, that's a relief. Oh dear.
Hello. Hope you can hear me. I don't have my usual headset, so I do have a brand new set. It's wonderfully wonderful, really. No, it's just a very a brief message you're sending today. I'm on a mysterious mission. Yes. I'm in the middle of recording a new episode. I'm actually in the middle of editing another episode. Which should I tell you about first? Well, the episode. I don't know if this will. It is. Don't know if you can hear that. And then we've got This Old Heart of Mine, number 4. It's just me talking, actually. Not very exciting. It's an episode with Martin Holmes and I, and it's a music episode. It's the episode I'm editing at the moment. I've got a potentially busy weekend, so I won't be doing any more editing. Other than what I might do in the next hour or so, but no. So yes, I guess it'll be available early next week, Tuesday or Wednesday or something. But plenty more episodes coming in July. But I've sort of told you about those already. So, but where is this mysterious location? Well, it's mysterious, so I can't tell you. But let's just say I'm recording an episode about the arrival of a special guest who's coming to visit, and things get a bit complicated because I don't know what happens yet, because I really don't know what happens. But let's just say that I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm being pursued, and I don't even know it. Yeah, I don't know it. So I don't know. I just said those last few words. But yes. So we've got a guest who's never been on the show before, but who has been associated with the show. And we've talked about him, and he appeared on one of the live streams in the chat room. So so yes. That's all I can say for now, because I don't really know how much we'll be recording. But I'm doing an episode anyway. The weather isn't being very helpful. It's delaying the mysterious guest's arrival, and may make a difference as to what we can do over the weekend anyway. So we'll see. We'll have fun. Maybe we won't be able to go outside at all. And then we'll record thousands of episodes for you. No, that wouldn't be very kind to my guest. So yes, my guest, who has just popped up on the, he just sent me a message. So hopefully the airplane gods will be kind and let his plane leave when it's supposed to. But anyway, so yes, so we've got Martin's episode coming next week. We've got the mysterious episode that I'm recording now. Actually, I should tell you about an episode. I was recording an episode last night, well, it wasn't even that late. It was yesterday afternoon before tea. And it was an improvised episode. And, sorry. And it was may or may not have been about the return of another character who, well, I can't, what can I tell you? I can't tell you yet. It's anyway, a character who hasn't been seen for a while has returned. And I was recording some scenes, and I was getting quite sleepy. And I was recording lines and recording, and I sort of would pause, and I kind of think, did I finish saying that sentence? Or did I sort of drop off for a minute? And I think I must have dropped off, because when I opened my eyes, there was a glass of sherry and a little hors d'oeuvre thing sitting on the table next to me. So my dad must have come into the room and put a glass of sherry next to me, and I didn't even notice. So, yeah, I may have to do those scenes again. I don't know how much they'll make sense. I don't know how much they'll make sense. I was sensible enough when I realised at one point I was hoping to do the whole episode. I did blimey. Sorry, yes. As I say, I haven't got my earphones, so messages are coming in and making beeping noises. Yes. So, yes, there was no way I was going to finish that episode. So I stopped after about 20 minutes. And, I'm sure I'll be able to use what I've recorded. But, yes, sleepiness can just catch up with you. Anyway, as I say, this is just going to be a quick little video, because I've got this glamorous sofa, and actually it's rather messier. I should have tidied up before I started recording, but that's not like me, though, is it? To be tidy. We have got a little chat with Yeti Uncle John and Cromitty. Now, they were out and about, and Yeti Uncle John was very Yeti Uncle Johnish. Cromitty wasn't pleased at all. Dear, oh dear, Yeti Uncle John, I can't believe it. I can't believe you were so stupid. Oh, I'm sorry. I wouldn't exactly call it stupid. I would. You knew that I told you to bring the umbrella with you. I told you it was going to rain. Oh, no. But it didn't look like it was going to rain. It looked like it was going to be really nice. And I got fed up carrying it. I know you got fed up of carrying it. And I even said to you, I would carry it. Yes, I know, but I was trying to be helpful. But that's always something to be worried about, something to be very concerned about if you try and help. Yes, well, yes, well, I can't believe what happened next. Oh, well, this thing is, I saw it just sitting there on a log, and I thought, I've got to save it. Yeti Uncle John. It was an old piece of cake lying on a log, but by a pond. I mean, really, did you really intend to eat it? Well, I couldn't let it go to waste. I couldn't let the poor bit of cake go to waste. I mean, it was just sitting there, and but it was just a little bit out of our reach, and I just had to reach out with the umbrella just to sort of try and get it closer so that I could reach for it. Yes, and that's when you didn't just knock the piece of cake into the lake, but you dropped the umbrella into the lake. I did. That is true. I did do that. Yes, and then it started to rain. It did. I'm sorry, Cromitty. And I got soaked. And you got soaked. Yes, I'm sorry. I was a bit quickly, sort of hurrying away, wasn't I? I didn't mean to knock you over. No, well, you did. And now I am covered top to toe in mud. So, thank you for that. Oh, dear. You see, when I see a bit of cake, I can't help but, reach out for it. Yes. Well, don't do it again, please. Just Don't do it again. Oh, dear. I think that mud's drying. I think you'll be fine. No one will notice. Oh, dear. I put mud in my pants and everything. Oh, Yeti Uncle John. Oh, dear. So, yes. Yeti Uncle John can't resist a bit of cake, even when it's sitting on a log by a lake. Oh, look, I've still got the sticker. The sticker is still on this glass. Never mind. Right, well, that's it. As I say, I didn't really hear. Well, I can't speak. So, as I was trying to say, I don't have a lot to record about today. So I just wanted to say hi and let you know what I was editing, and say have a great weekend, and there'll be more soon. So I'll say goodbye and take care. All right, bye for now.
Hello. Update. It's nearly midnight, and Patrick should be getting in before 2 o'clock, but we've decided it's best that I wait for him at the hotel, not try and go to the airport. So, I'm kind of glad about that, because I had quite a long day, and I've still got, this is before he even arrives. I want to be able to do things on the days when he's actually here. So I get to be lazy until he arrives. So I suppose when he tells me he's landed, I'll go down to reception. So I don't think I'll record anything tonight, but maybe the next thing you hear from me will be with Patrick. But I mean, a lot of tomorrow is going to be quite basic, because we're just going to travel back to Kingston to the hotel where we're staying for the 2 main nights that he's here. So I don't know, there'll be a lot to record, and you've had quite a lot of that sort of thing with me today getting here. So we'll see. It'll happen. Yeti Uncle John, you said you were going to stay awake. There's no point in staying awake. If he's not coming in till like 2 o'clock or something, no one's going anywhere, are they, till the morning? I suppose so. Oh yes, I'm just going to have a little sleep. Have a little sleep. I can't sleep. I'm too excited. Too excited about what? I don't know. You've sent me on a shiver, Yeti Uncle John. I've gone from thinking this was a dreadful idea to thinking it's actually really exciting. Oh dear. Now I wish I'd not started this. Oh dear. Oh gosh. Maybe there will be some exciting scoops. The only scoops I've seen were in that restaurant earlier, and they either contained mashed potato or ice cream, but not at the same time. Oh dear, Yeti Uncle John. We did have a nice dinner. We did. We really didn't need to wear disguises, because there was no sign of Paul whatsoever. No. I think maybe I had too much sugar. That's why I'm very awake now. I've just had lots of stuff that's made me sleepy. Lots of stodgy food. Oh dear. What do we like? I don't know what you're like, but I'm very sleepy. Oh dear. Maybe I'll watch a movie. Oh gosh. Do you think the listeners can hear us? What? Do you think the listeners can hear us? Well, I don't know. Probably. They usually can. Oh dear. Does that mean that Paul will find out all about this? Oh, no, not necessarily, because if it's something that involves him, unless we tell him directly or he finds out because he sees it happening, he's not able to hear us speaking. I don't think. Well, not immediately anyway. Oh dear. The rules of podcasting are so confusing. They are, but the rules of going to sleep are a lot simpler. So I'm going to do that. All right, Yeti Uncle John, I'll keep guard. Yes, you do that. Keep guard, Cromitty, keep guard. That's not even a real snore. No, I'm just practicing. It's fine. Oh, Yeti, Uncle John. Please don't do that all night. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Oh dear. What have I got myself into? Oh dear. Hi listeners, we're at Waterloo Station. It's the next day. Patrick eventually arrived at about between 2:30 and 3 o'clock at the hotel. That was fine. And we had breakfast, and then we got the taxi, and then we got the train, then we got the tube, and now we're at Waterloo. And Patrick's just bought me a coffee. Hooray! We'll talk to him later. But Patrick, say hello to the listeners.
Hello.
There he is. We'll talk to him more later, I promise. We're going to have our coffee now. Just to prove to you he did arrive there. Okay. More later. Hi listeners, it's me. It's a while later. We're in Kingston now at our second hotel. We had dinner in Wagamama's last night. That was very good. Haven't been to Wagamama's for ages. We went to the shopping centre this morning to go to Waterstones because Patrick was looking for some books, but sadly they didn't have them. I was going to suggest going to bookshops in central London, but I don't think my energy would cope with that. So he's decided he's looked as hard as he can, really. We're possibly going up to Richmond Park. It's trying to rain, but hopefully it won't succeed. We had breakfast as well at Wetherspoons, the wonton, and yeah, Patrick tried his first piece of black pudding. Said it was okay. Yeah, and I had a nice coffee. He's got me into oat milk. Not oak. I said that before. Oat milk. Oak. No. Because I really shouldn't drink as much dairy as I do. So I decided to have oat milk too. Oat milk. Which I sort of tried before, but I've probably had soya milk more often. We're sitting opposite the Flying Tiger shop, which is always full of really useless but addictive knickknacks. But I mustn't go in there. I don't know if we're going to go to the cinema because we were able to watch what's it called? Black Mirror on Patrick's laptop last night. So, and there's nothing at the cinema that I'm dying to see. So, when Patrick leaves tomorrow, he's going somewhere else. Might be Bosnia. I may have misheard. It may be Poland, but he's always travelling. But we will talk to him. We might be doing a photo shoot. We'll see. We've already had a couple of photos taken on the train, but anyway. Yeah, he is genuinely here. You have heard him. Just, not everybody wants to talk for ages on a podcast. So I'm going to lure him in when the time is right. Okay, it's a bit breezy here, so I think I might stop.
Okay, more later. Hi listeners, we're in Richmond Park. It's a bit breezy. Don't know whether that will pick up on the recording, but never mind. I brought Patrick so he can take some photos. Patrick, have you taken any photos?
Yeah, a couple.
Any good?
We should see. I'm just playing around. Need to find interesting subjects. I mean that
there's a lot
shot from here, like with the lines of different colors and these trees, and that's pretty nice. Maybe that'll work.
There's so much here. I wish I could have more energy to take you around the whole park, because it's there's a lot of nice things here. But,
that's all right.
I'm going to take Patrick to my favourite dead tree in a minute. I'm going to walk through some trees and then sit on a dead tree. But, you know, that's what it wants to do. That's what its job is now, for people to sit on it. It used to be a proper tree. Not that it's not a proper tree now. I don't want it to feel, you know, self-conscious, except it's dead, so maybe it won't be able to hear me. I'll shut up. We've come to the tree, the fallen tree. Patrick's camera is having problems. He took some more photos. I did my best, Twiggy impression, or Kate Moss. I said to Patrick, I don't think I could name, you know, growing up there were famous models, and I'm sure there are still famous models, but their names don't really escape into, well, you know, the wider world as much as they seem to have done, like with people like Twiggy or Kate Moss or all the different famous models, Naomi Campbell. But I mean, some of them are still working. I mean, Twiggy still does fashion shoots, often for Marks and Spencer's, or she certainly used to do. But yeah, it's quite windy. It's quite windy. I hope. Can you stop being windy, please? Yeah. So Patrick's poor camera. I don't know. We don't know what's gone on with it. It may have got caught in the rain at a music festival he was at about a week ago. But he's using his iPhone and taking a few pictures. I was trying to think where we could go that would be good for him for taking photos, and I did consider Hampton Court or even Bushy Park, but as you know, Richmond Park is my favourite, so I'm glad we got here. We're probably just going to head back to the hotel for a bit of a nap before we decide what we're doing this evening. But yes, all right. More in a bit, and I'm going to ask Patrick about what he thought of his trip the next time we record. All right. Kitty, Uncle John, are you sure? Are you sure that we're on the right train? Yes. Yes. Oh dear. I don't know what happened. You overslept, that's what. I had the alarm going at the time you suggested. I could not wake you. It was like you were dead or something. Probably that's not very nasty to say. I was just sleeping very heavily, that's all. Yes, very heavily indeed. Oh dear. Well, I didn't think that Paul and his friend were going to leave as early as they did. Yeti, Uncle John, you call this early? Oh, they left about 10:30. They had to check out at 11. Well, we still think we know where they're going, don't we? We think we know, only because we overheard. Oh, yes, well, it's fine. We'll catch up with them. Yes, but I'm pretty sure
This is not the right train. Look, we went back to Luton Airport Parkway. We got the train to St Pancras, and then from St Pancras we got another train. He said, I don't think it's the right one. Well, how did we get on the wrong train? We can't even see where this one is heading for. It doesn't look right. It does not look right. There was a door open and you said, nip through here. It's a shortcut. Did I say that? Yes. Oh dear. Oh, I knew you'd get me into trouble. I'm pretty sure this is the Eurostar. The Eurostar? Yes. And we don't even have our passports. Don't have our passports? No, surely you can't just wander onto the Eurostar by mistake. Well, I expect you can if you just take a shortcut. No, it's fine. It'll be fine.
This is the Eurostar. We are just leaving St Pancras. This is the Eurostar. We will be heading directly through the Channel Tunnel. This is the fast train to Paris.
Did you hear that? This is the fast train to Paris. Well, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. We can explain. Oh, dear Yeti, Uncle John. Hi, listeners. Having a really good time with Patrick. We've taken some photographs, hopefully, maybe to use for the logo, possibly for 2024. We're not sure. If not, if nothing has come out that is suitable, then we certainly have photos for the blog, or maybe episode art. But it's not every day you get a chance to have your picture taken by the great Patrick Kay. It's quite something. It really is quite something. So now my phone's ringing. Hello, Paul, it's me. Oh, hi, Cromitty, how you doing? I'm fine. Are you still meeting your friend? Yes, meeting my friend. Having a nice time. We've just been to Richmond Park. I'm hoping to get a proper chat with him. He's having to head home tomorrow, so it's gone very quickly, but it's been great fun. Oh, that's marvellous, marvellous. Where are you? You sound a bit distant. Are you on a train or something? Yes, we're on a train. I'm with Yeti Uncle John. Oh, right, where are you going? Well, that's the story in itself, which I'll explain tomorrow. We got on the wrong train. And, well, we need to get back. Oh, that's a shame. Very annoying when that happens. Oh well. I take it you'll be back by tomorrow. We hope so. I'll try and keep in touch. I just wanted to explain what is going on. I'll explain it all. All right. Okay. Have fun. We won't be. But goodbye for now. Oh, right. Goodbye for now. Don't know what's going on there. Oh well. Better go back to Patrick. Speak to you later, listeners. Hi, listeners. We're back at the hotel room. We've had a busy weekend, but we thought we'd better speak to you now because, well, Patrick's got to go home quite early tomorrow. So, well, no, he's not actually going home. He's going somewhere else, but he's got to leave. So, Patrick, thank you for coming to see me and taking such professional photographs.
My pleasure.
It's been good fun seeing you.
Yeah, it was fun.
We managed to do quite a lot, I think, considering that we had to travel from the airport and your plane came in late, and we had that nice meal last night. What has it been like hanging out with a shy Yeti?
Let me see. Well, very peaceful, I would say. Very calming experience.
Oh, thank you.
Relaxing.
Oh, good. Because we went to Richmond Park this afternoon. I'm glad we got to do that because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how much energy I'd have, and B,
the weather was a bit funny. And what did you think of Richmond Park? Was it nice? Did you enjoy it?
It was quite pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't. What would I say? It wasn't like. What's the word? Like exceptional.
No, I mean.
It was nice, but it was like more like low key, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, had we had a car or had I had better legs, then I would have taken you to other parts of the park. We'd spent hours walking around, but at the moment, I just have. I find it a really nice sort of. It's just nice being sort of in nature, and yet being quite close to a bus route. So I was just showing you what little bit that I can see these days. But there's a lot more. There's a lot more to see there. But we had an American meal when we got back to Kingston, didn't we? We went to Wendy's, which you've been to before, but I haven't been to because, well, I've been to it once, but years ago. What was your burger like? Was it any good?
It's alright. It's a fast food burger. It won't be as good as some of the, let's say, more special ones. But it was alright.
Yeah, I enjoyed because I had chili and cheese on chips with my burger, and I had an avocado chicken burger. That was nice.
Some chili mayo. Not chili mayo, curry mayo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. And but the meal at Wagamama's was good, even though they mucked up our order slightly. But
I think they did in the end, but I don't know. They were like confused.
We were all confused. You did very well with the chopsticks. I did well with the chopsticks. The first time I picked up one of the gyoza, I did it, and you said, "Yeah, you see, you can do it." And then after that, it went badly wrong. I ended up just progging it with the chopstick. But what did? Oh yes, you had the katsu curry, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because we nearly went and had katsu curry at the Japanese place at Waterloo, but then we decided just to have a coffee and carry on to. I haven't been to Wagamama's for a while, and I know it was very, very popular, the chicken katsu curry, but I think maybe seeing that Japanese place in Waterloo is probably slightly better, but I don't know. Another time you come to visit, we'll have to try, and then you can decide. You can do a taste test, which we nearly did at Wendy's earlier, because you got cherry Coke and then you got cherry Zero, and we were going to do a taste test. Considering it was a diet drink, it actually didn't taste that bad, and you couldn't taste the aftertaste quite as much. We were going to do a blind taste test, but then we couldn't find any shops that were open that were selling us were selling any drinks. But, we also. I was telling the listeners when you were in the T-shirt shop that you've been trying me on oat milk. I kept calling it oak milk. Yes, I think I should drink that more often, because I think I definitely have an allergy to dairy. But then I did have a big milkshake thing at Wendy's, so I did all of the good work of the oat milk.
Just you wait.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you didn't find your books that you were looking at. You were looking for.
That's all right. Less to carry.
Yeah.
Even though my friends will be disappointed, probably. But
well, you did try at least.
I did try. I found a nice T-shirt. So.
Yes. Yeah.
That's all right.
You got a T-shirt with a cat face on it.
Yep.
The only thing I hadn't been in that shopping centre for a while, and half the escalators seemed to be not working, and 2 of the 3 lifts weren't working. What a bad impression to leave with a passing Patrick. I don't know if they let him down.
it doesn't. It feels like, it's like every other shopping mall is like constantly something not working, constantly just something blocked or like whatever. But this was rather extreme in a way.
And it's one of those annoying lifts that you want to go up one floor and instead it takes you, because somebody else has pressed the button before you, it then takes you down 3 floors first before it goes up to the floor above. But
that was because the people that pressed the down button.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to go down, and it did go down. So you can't blame the programmers, no.
No. Oh no.
Not in this case.
Oh dear, no. Well, we wouldn't want to. Patrick's involved with computery things. We mustn't say bad things. Anyway, he's probably right.
It worked as, less intended in this case.
Yeah. Well, I suppose why you had trouble with your camera, was that... do you think that will resolve itself, or will you better get it fixed, or...
I don't know. Well, I need to try charging the other battery, or like one of them. And then see if it works. Maybe it was my fault too. I thought I charged them, but maybe I didn't, so who knows.
Before you go, can you tell us a little bit about what you did just before you came over here? You had some sort of work social event, didn't you? You don't have to tell us about the name of the business, but you went to an island. Is it an island off? How far away from the mainland was it? Is it
up from the mainland? It's not far from mainland, but we had to get to the other place in Estonia, and that took us around 2 hours by bus. And the island, I think, is called Virulaid or something like that. It's basically a private island. It's not as small as I thought it would be, but there's like this.
Yeah, because you sent me some video when you went and had a walk to see the sun. Well, it didn't totally go down, but it did go down, but the light didn't totally go. It looked like you were quite a long way from where you could see the lights of the party still going on. And was it too cloudy to see the sun come up? Or
you could see only bits of sun, really. Sun rays, but I mean, in Estonia, like in the summer, you can see the sunlight all the time throughout the night, basically. That's why when I sent you, it was, I think, 1 a.m. or 2, maybe midnight, 1 a.m., something like that. So like this, you can still see some sun in the distance.
The only time, well, I mean, this isn't the only time, because Harry and I used to go night clubbing in London, and he lived in Oxford at the time, and so we'd go to the nightclub until, 3 or 4 o'clock, and then we'd have to get the coach back to Oxford. So, I guess somewhere along the way, we often trying to get back before, especially in the summer, trying to get back before the sun came up, because we knew that then it would be harder to fall asleep, because he had quite light curtains in his bedroom. And so I have been awake when the sun's come up in those days, but the only time I've actually stayed up to see the sun come up was on the 1st of January 2000, and it was too cloudy, so it sort of gradually got lighter, but you couldn't see it rising. The only other thing I remember about that day is that eventually the clouds cleared, and it was a beautiful sunny day, even though it was the 1st of January, and we had a really lovely day. And it was only when I left, and I talked to other people, I discovered that most of England had rain, and it had been a really horrible day. So I was sort of think, well, I was lucky to be in Oxford because it was sunny. At the time, it seemed more, and now it just seems a long time ago, but at the time, it seemed a big deal that it was the end of one century and the beginning of the next one. But
wasn't you born?
Sorry?
I wasn't even born.
I know.
No, I wasn't.
You were born. I had to think about that. You were little. You were little. I have to do my sums. Yeah. The other thing I want to ask, which isn't about this trip, is you're lucky to do lots of travelling, aren't you? You have been.
Yeah.
When we first started chatting, you were in the island. Which one was it?
Mallorca.
Yes. Yeah. Which I'd been to, but many years before, and then you went to Nice and Italy.
Wait, after Mallorca, I went back to Tallinn for like 8 hours, 10 hours. Then I went to Italy, and then I went back to Tallinn, and then I went to Istanbul again.
Yeah.
And I went back to Tallinn, and then what happened? Then I'm here, I guess. I think. I don't know if there was something in between.
Well, you've had music retreats, and you had your 30th birthday. They were all local, relatively local, weren't they? But I was pleased because I kind of influenced you. At least I like to think I influenced you, because you were waiting to move into a new flat, weren't you? And but you couldn't move in so you had time where you didn't necessarily have somewhere to stay, and so you thought you'd go travelling, and that's when you went from Nice to the other town, and then to Bologna, and then to Venice. And I like to think that it was me who influenced you to go to Venice, but you might have been wanting to go anyway. But
well, no, it was you. So.
Hey, I don't work for the Venice Tourist Board. I really should, though. But we were talking about this, and I said, "What was your favourite thing about Venice?" And I think you gave the answer that I would probably give, that it's very difficult to sort of pinpoint. It's not like, oh, this particular museum or this particular church. It's more just wandering around and exploring and seeing things that aren't necessarily something that would be in a tour guide. But is that sort of fair enough? Is that a fair enough comment?
Yeah, I'd say so. I didn't spend that much time on the island. Also, I wasn't staying on the island itself.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
So I was staying in the what was it called?
Oh, not Mestra.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were sort of it was sort of a working holiday where you were working some of the time, so you couldn't be rushing around all day every day.
Yep. I got there Saturday evening.
Yeah.
And so I did have the only full day was Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I was just going there.
Mm-hmm.
No, not even every day. Mm-hmm. I think I skipped like 1 or 2 days going there. Because I was either tired or like I had a meeting or something.
Yeah. I like to show you around Venice, but at the moment I haven't got the energy. But maybe one day, who knows? You've got other holidays and trips coming up, so I look forward to hearing all about them. I said to Patrick, because I can't travel much at the moment, it's very interesting hearing about where he's going. I feel like I travel in his pocket, and then he updates me and says, "I've been here," and I'll say, "What did you have to eat?" He won't tell me. So Patrick's my official travel person. he travels when I can't. So. Anyway, well, thank you again for coming, and hopefully we'll do it again soon. And enjoy all your travels, and tell me about them.
All right, I will.
Okay. We're going to watch some TV and things, And so I'll speak to you again at the end of the episode, listeners. Okay. More soon. Say goodbye, Patrick.
Goodbye.
Isn't he lovely? Hi listeners, it's me. I'm home. Patrick's headed off. He's going to visit family in Poland next. Going to a birthday party. He's always very busy. He's always very, very busy. It was really good to spend time with him. And and the weekend went really quickly. But we had some nice meals. We watched all of the latest season of Black Mirror. We had a really nice time. But apparently things weren't quite so great for Cromitty and Yeti Uncle John. We've nearly run out of time this show, but I am going to ask them about it. Have a listen to this. Apparently it all began because Yeti Uncle John was being nosy and wanted to gossip about what I was up to, because he has nothing better to do with his life. And he dragged poor old Cromitty into it. Well, I did speak to them. I was not judgmental. I let them talk. But anyway, apparently this is what happened. It was all Yeti Uncle John's fault. I'm sorry, Paul. I let him drag me into all this. Oh, it was just a bit of fun, Paul. He wasn't meant to do anything harmful. We just wanted to get the scoop, get the gossip. We wanted to know what was going on. It's not often a new mysterious figure comes into the podcast. It's none of our business. And I said that to you at the time. Yes, well, Paul didn't know we were there. It was a bit of an adventure. It was like playing spies. But we're not children. Oh, well, Anyway, our plans really went wrong after you left the hotel at the airport. We'd managed to trace you that far, and I'm ashamed to admit that I was part of it. Oh, you have to be ashamed. But I'm definitely ashamed about what happened later, when we overslept, and we thought we knew where you'd gone. We thought you'd got off at St. Pancras station, but I let Yeti Uncle John encourage me to take a shortcut to the platform. He seemed to think that he knew where you were. I'll put a bug on your luggage, Paul. It was all very simple. I was just a bit unsure. Oh, yes, a bug. How wonderful. Oh, dear, I'm even more ashamed. Yeah, well, it didn't work very well. I got it from Kapow Surveillance Company. I'm going to have to take it back. It's a bit faulty. Yes, but so we got on this train. He said that we were going in the right direction. We nipped down this corridor, and the next thing I knew, we were on this train. And I'm thinking, this does not look like a normal passenger train. And it pulled out, and sure enough, we were on the Eurostar, on the fast train to Paris. Yes, well, I definitely didn't mean to take us to Paris. It could have been quite glamorous. It could have been quite glamorous. But it wasn't, was it? We were on the wrong train to Paris. We had no ticket and no passport. And I didn't know what to do. Yeah, well, I just said, let's just keep quiet. We'll just hide hide away, hide under a seat. We don't have to get off. Then we'll just come back again when it came back. Yes, you did say that. But what I hadn't taken into consideration was that how rainy it had been when we'd left the hotel, and your fur was still wet. And then when we got inside the warm train, your fur all frizzed up. You looked like a giant poodle or something. Oh, that was unfortunate. It was very unfortunate because no matter how hard you tried to hide under a seat, you could see your fur sticking out. And then the ticket man came through, and first he accused me of bringing a pet on the train without a license. And before I had a chance to explain how we happened to be on the train, he was saying, where's your ticket? And we didn't have a ticket, and we didn't have a passport, and he thought I was trying to bring in a strange dog into the country. It was very unfortunate. Yes, well, I talked our way out of it in the end, but only by crying a lot. Oh, Cromitty, I'm sorry I made you cry. Oh, all for nothing, all of this. It was all for nothing. I think we've been banned from going on Eurostar for 6 months. 6 years, more like. Oh dear, it was a dreadful day. I'm sorry, Cromitty. So, as you see, those two got into quite an adventure. And I was completely unaware. This is what trouble, gossip and scandal-mongering and being Yeti Uncle John can get you into. I do feel sorry for Cromitty because none of it really was his fault. He didn't really agree with any of it, but he didn't want Yeti Uncle John running into trouble, which they still did, and he dragged poor Cromitty along with him. Anyway, that's all we've got time for, listeners. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope you enjoyed meeting Patrick. I know it was a bit of a patchy episode, and yeah, it's hard to sometimes sort of share these sort of days with you. I didn't want to record whilst we were having meals and wandering around, and I did quite a lot of walking, which, for me at the moment is quite unusual. So just getting about a bit further than usual was a challenge that, well, we got through it well. And I just want to say thank you very much to Patrick for putting up with, how slow I was at having to take rests and things. And he also helped drag my suitcase around so I didn't have to. Quite the gentleman, and that's very appreciated. Anyway, that's all we've got time for. Hopefully we'll meet Patrick again one day, and at some stage I'll share these photos he's taken. I've not even seen them myself yet, so okay, you take care. Join us again soon. There are plenty of episodes in the can. We'll say goodbye for now, and bye-bye for now. What lessons have you learnt from what happened on your adventure? What lessons have I learnt? Yes. What lessons have you learnt? Lessons have I learnt? What lessons have that I shouldn't sneak around, and I should just have asked you what was going on, and I should have I can't read this bit. Oh dear, you've given yourself away now, Yeti Uncle John. Yeti Uncle John has a script. Cromitty had to write him a script about his regrets and what he's learnt. Yeti Uncle John couldn't even think what he'd learnt. I'm sorry, Paul. It was all a bit of an adventure. I'm sorry I got Cromitty into trouble. I know you are. I know you're very sorry. But I'm not sure I believe you. Oh, that's not very nice, Paul. Well, go on, finish your speech. I've learnt that I should not sneak around. I should just have asked you, and I should have respected that you were seeing a friend, and it was none of my business. Is that right? Something like that. I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sorry if I upset you. Well, you didn't really upset me. I didn't even know it was going on. It's comedy you have to apologise to. Well, I am very sorry. The whole business getting on the wrong train, that's where things went badly wrong. Yeah, you can tell me. Oh, I thought I just had. No, oh, don't worry. I can't believe you got mistaken for a giant poodle. Yeah, it's all right. It's just, it was just the damp summer rain and the heat of the Eurostar. I can't believe you even managed to get through customs and get up onto the train. It's just unfortunate. And, I didn't mean any of it. I know that's what you say, it's the Uncle John, but it's this sort of silliness that we come to expect from you. It's this sort of silliness that ended up with you in shame jail. I know, Paul. I promise you, I don't know what gets into me. Yeah. Well, I don't mind when it's only you that has to pay the price, but poor old Cromitty, dragged off to France without a passport. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do with you. No need to be so serious. I mean, this is quite a small fry compared to some of the things I've done. True, very true. Oh dear, Yeti, Uncle John. Just think back to what Warren said to you. You know, he was trying to give you guidance, and you really don't seem to have learned. Oh, that's. I mean, I can see you're disappointed in me, Paul. Well, I mean, you kind of should be disappointed in yourself. If you are hurting your reputation, but when you drag Cromitty in, well, he doesn't deserve that. Anyway, I don't think there's anything more I can say. Yeah, just think on, eh? Think on. I will, Paul. I will, I promise. We'll see. I gotta go now. Bye. Gotta go. Bye. Goodbye.
It's been good, but yeah, definitely time to come home now.
Wow. Really? No. Kidding.
Goodbye. Yes. Goodbye.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network. Find more shows over at pride48.com.
Oh dear. What's going on now? Oh, it's the Shy Life Podcast. Let's go.
I have a voice.
I have a voice.
You have a voice.
You have a voice.
We have a voice.
We have a voice.
Unique voices in podcasting.
UnivazPods.net.
That is so cringe, oh my god.
You're a man of culture as well.
Oh dear, Paul. I see you've been talking to Yeti Uncle John. I have. I'm sorry that he dragged you into all that. Well, I know, I feel bad myself. I should have just put my foot down. Yeah, but if you put your foot down, then what would that have changed? He had just gone anyway. Yes, I know. Oh, and for a moment, he has a way of whipping me up into an excitement. The immature part of me, suddenly thought, well, it could be quite exciting. I can understand that. I do live quite a serious life in many ways. I don't, I don't stretch myself as far as doing things that maybe I shouldn't. And, well, sometimes Yeti Uncle John is the spark that does make me do things that perhaps I wouldn't usually do. Yeah, like I say, I can understand that. I just said to him that, well, he just has to think it through. He can do what he likes, but I don't like it when he drags other people into his mess. Yes, Paul. I don't suppose he'll listen. Oh no, I don't suppose he'll listen either. He says he will, but I don't think so. Oh dear. Anyway, did you have a good time? Yeah, I had a really good time. It was really nice to spend time with Patrick. Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to have done more, but I think, we had some nice meals. We had a look around the shops. We went up to Richmond Park. I mean, we saw a few different sites, considering we didn't have a great deal of time and we had to travel to get to our second hotel. And considering I don't get out a great deal, to be out every day for 3 days, one day or another, and to have got through it pretty well, it's good. And it was really good to see Patrick. I'm really pleased, Paul. Oh dear. I wish I could have come and joined you for dinner rather than sneaking around with Yeti Uncle John, but it's too late now. Yeah, well, I know I didn't really think about introducing him to anybody else because he wasn't here long enough. I'd love to have brought him over to the flat to meet Dealey as well, but there's no real space for him there to stay over, so that's why we had a hotel instead. But anyway, I'm glad you're back. Yes, and not locked up in some French jail. Yeah, well, maybe you just need to carry your passport with you all the time just in case. I think maybe I do. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yes. Oh gosh.
Oh, kitty Dealey. Purr, kitty. Oh, I love Dealey. Man, was that worth it or not? Oh my goodness, that was a darling little shoe.
What the hell just happened on this show? I mean, seriously, reverse it, because I lost it. What what's going on? What happened?
660. That's the next one.
660.
This is just the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Mics, mixers, action. Mark your calendars because this September 15th to 17th, Pride 48 is the place to be. Join us for our grand finale and final annual live streaming podcasting event. Experience the vibrant colors of our community with an entire weekend of LGBTQ and LGBTQ-friendly podcasts from our stable of current shows, some that you haven't heard in many years, and even a few brand new ones. It all kicks off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, September 15th. More information can be found at our website, pride48.com.